All right, welcome. Welcome to C4 Explosive Networking, guys. It's our first C4 of 2022. Super excited to get the year started off. I'm just so happy to be here. You know, this is such a happy place for me, and it's always great to come together. Really excited about this year. I think we've got some great things that are happening and some great ideas and all. So I want to just go over a few things and then talk to you guys about a couple of things before we get started on our introductions. So just to go over, just kind of for those of you guys, I know a lot of you know the drill. But just to go over things, we're here for the till 1:30. Those of you who have to pop off early, please let me know so I can get you on first. We do encourage you staying on, but if you can't, we totally understand. We are doing introductions, which we'll go over. You guys, this is a great place for us to connect. You know, as you know, it's like a real heart-centered place for me, where we can build relationships and learn about what we do and support each other and things like that. But really, the magic is in, you know, getting to know each other. Like, we're here for an hour and a half, and then, you know, it's about those one-on-ones and really connecting on social media. Social media is such an amazing place. We can support each other and connect and, you know, share and like things and all. So I really encourage doing that. Please put all your information in the chat so people can contact you, your social media links and things like that. And also try to stay on video, because, you know, this used to be a in-person meeting. And so we encourage everybody to kind of be on video and everything so we can make it as personable as we can. Other things, collaborations and all, it's always awesome to kind of hear how we all connected together here and then did things to collaborate together. So make sure, you know, you share that. We'll start with our introductions. As you know, sometimes we have a speaker speaking, sometimes we have a discussion. This time we're going to have a discussion because it's the brand new year, and I want you guys all to be a part of how C4 progresses and grows forward. So that couple of things to just talk about. Right now, you guys, there's no membership with C4. We had one, and, you know, just with going to Zoom and everything, we just kind of figured it's more of a heartfelt place right now. But I do want to ask and talk to you guys a little bit about support and coming together where we can all, you know, that's what I talk about. Like, uplifting is my thing, and just really collaborating. So helping and supporting each other, but also kind of going forth. We'd love to grow C4. As you guys know, Rick and I are kind of on the move. So, you know, it's no longer just the DMV area. We really open it up for people all over the country, even other countries. If, you know, I spoke to a couple of people in the UK and all, and if they're in the time zone, they can join us. So, you know, you guys know what this place is like and how it is. And so be sure to like invite and, you know, do that. I also want to talk to you guys about one-on-ones. I'm getting out of my comfort zone and doing more lives and videos and things. And I was thinking it might be fun to do some where we do short kind of one-on-ones, you know, just impromptu live kind of thing. So we can chat about that more one-on. I'm just thinking of different ways we can really get, you know, what you guys do and who you are, you know, out there. Also, I need ideas and things on speakers and topics. And Sue?
I was going to say another feature. Is that me talking that's making that noise?
I don't know. You sound clear to me.
Oh, okay. Is using breakout rooms within Zoom. So I attended another. That way you could kind of get more time. It's like speed dating. You could go around and kind of have more time to talk to each person.
Sure. So like, totally. I'm open to all those amazing ideas. So yeah, put that stuff in the chat too, because yeah, I've been to a couple with the breakout rooms and they're really fun. And maybe one time, and after we do our intros, instead of doing a discussion or a presenter, we do breakout rooms and we go in and kind of dig deeper into what each other is doing. So that's a great idea. Thank you so much, Sue. And I do have our website under construction. It's going to be out, and it's going to just be a great place where we can share. And you know, I'm open to like putting our stuff on the pages and all. But I really want to encourage you guys also going forward. I think the connecting part and just, you know, strategic partnerships and just being there for each other is so key. I really want to encourage you guys to talk to Ted with Rated Trades, because just that platform, like, it's so cool how you can leave reviews and, you know, kind of connect over there on that level. And he's got such great ideas about doing stuff like that. So I'm going to be working with him closely, because it's kind of becomes like this really cool rising tides lifting all boats situation. So, and that's really what it's all about. So let's, one quick thing I wanted to mention, a quick announcement before we get into our intros and all. Very important and special to me. I have a dear friend, and Blaze, you will appreciate this. I have a very dear friend of ours named, his name is Carlos Morales, and he's doing this bike ride. It's a 100-mile bike ride, bike to the beach and all. And it's his 10-year anniversary doing it in different parts of the country. This guy's been through a widowmaker heart attack, and, you know, health issues with diabetes and all. He's part of our community. He has, you know, moved his health from one place to another, and, you know, we're blessed to have been a part of that. And he's just kind of brought his, he is an ER shredder. He has brought his health and A1Cs and all that stuff into an amazing space at his age, in his mid to late 50s. And he's doing this bike to the beach. This time it's in Texas. And he's obviously looking for sponsors. He's looking for donations to support. He's supporting autism. And that's a big deal. It's a conversation close to our heart as well. We obviously know people, you know, who are dealing with that with either their children or, and we also know people who do a lot of work to treat and, you know, help with autism. Couple of, especially one researcher in isogenics with us, Peter Greenlaw, has been very involved. So it's very close to my heart. I'll put, you know, if you're feeling so inclined, want to know more, Blaze, I'd love you and him to just meet as bike riders. Like, that would be amazing, because
get me his contact. Does he have a GoFundMe page for this fundraiser at all, or a link or
it's
something?
not a GoFundMe, it's a link, and I'll put that in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna do a video with him, and just to kind of put out there for him. But I'm just excited because the cause is amazing, his journey is amazing, his health, you know, just, it's one of those great things. So really excited about that. So going forth into our introductions. Okay, so y'all know I don't do timers. There's no 30-second spiel. Just keep an eye on the clock, so it's not, you know, a couple of minutes, good, up to a couple of minutes is good. Share fully. Want to know what you guys are doing. We're so passionate about what we do. And tell us what you love. Tell us, you know, what you love about it. And definitely share something that's personal, because that's what we're here to build relationships and connect on a personal level as well. So yeah, and I think I've covered it all. You regulars, did I miss anything? I think I'm good, right? Okay. All right, cool. So let's get started. Jason, why don't you take us out today?
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jason Brass-Penix, and I am a benefits consultant with Aflac. I have worked with them for the past 4 years. What we do, for those who don't know, you've probably seen the duck commercials on TV. You know it's an insurance company, but a lot of people don't really know what Aflac does. So we provide a free way for businesses to offer additional benefits to their employees, and we give them a tax break in the process. And our plans are also for our policyholders, they pay cash to the policyholder in the event they suffer a medical emergency, so it does not become a financial catastrophe. So in this time of COVID, I've helped a number of people with disability claims even and hospital visits, providing them cash that they need so that that medical emergency is not a financial catastrophe. You know, the health insurance, as Blaze knows, covers so much. We help cover the rest. So something personal about me, I love sports. I love the Ravens, love the Orioles. Obviously, the Ravens haven't been doing so well lately, and the Orioles had a real tough year in 2021. Hopefully 2022 will be a lot better for them. And I spent time with my folks. They live in the area. We had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's together.
That's awesome. Thanks, Jason. Yes, I know you're a big sports buff. I like your pictures on social media at the games. That's awesome. That's great. Okay, Danielle, good to see you, honey. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. I can't believe it's 2022. I'm so excited for the new year.
Right?
Hello, everyone. My name is Danielle Ellington. I am a female empowerment photographer with I Am What I Am Images. I love photography and been doing it since 2016. And I focus on branding, portraits, and boudoir. Something personal about me probably would be I'm working on hopefully opening up an photography art studio. So I will definitely keep C4 in the loop when that happens.
That's awesome. That's exciting. So is it going to be like, you know, an art studio like in your area where, you know, obviously photography is something you have to do live. It can't be done over Zoom. So.
No, it's in the works. We're trying to have like an area where people can use the studio to do photography, but also showcase their photography as well.
So kind of an art gallery as well, right? Danielle?
Yes. Yeah.
So are you looking to connect with other photographers and artists for that?
I am looking to connect with anybody because you just never know who you connect with. I definitely want to reach out to Maria and to anybody here because everybody has a brand that they are working on. And so I'm here to help you.
Danielle, where are you located?
I'm located in Harford County.
In where?
Harford County in Maryland.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. That's exciting. Remember, we have 2 Marias in the group, so you probably need to.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
So awesome. That's
Happy
great.
New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, honey. Awesome. Ted, let's hear from you. I know you got an early departure.
Thank you very much. So good to see everybody. I'm Ted with Rated Trades. We are a full service digital marketing company. So I know I don't talk about all the things we do, but you know, to start things out here this year, I'm gonna do a little bit of that. So if you need help with your social media, if you need help with redesigning a logo, if you need help with, you know, anything that we can do, website development, SEO, all kinds of different things digitally, we can help you with that. And we have our Rated Trades platform. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. So everybody here has a business. What if you could put your business up on a billboard on a street that in the area you live? It's all about you. your billboard. Now, what if you could do that twice? 3 different streets, 5 different streets, 10 different streets. Would you put that billboard up there? Would you tell people where you are and what you do? My Rated Trades platform works with Google. Google is the digital highway that our businesses travel through. I help get you digital billboards. So when people need your services, you can be found. That's a key element. You have to think like that as a solopreneur, entrepreneur. Put yourself in front of people, put them out there, and somebody eventually is going to need your services, and you'll be the one that stands out. So if I can help anybody here or just review it, whether you're an individual or a company, it doesn't matter. We can get your exposure out there. So I'd like to maybe set up those one-to-ones Natasha was talking about and just take a look and see what's out there for everybody. Personally, like Jason, I'm a Orioles, Ravens, all those fans. I sadly say I got knocked out of my playoffs on my fantasy team, so I won't be winning any money this year. So we'll have to wait for next year's fantasy sports team. But thanks, guys.
That's great. Y'all use sports buffs. Yeah, I'm married to one too, so I get it. All right, let's see. Troy, why don't you take us next, honey?
Sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Etrolia Troy Lee, and I am a rogue nutritionist. I think that's how I'm going to identify myself right now. I'm a rogue nutritionist. Okay. So I do have a degree in holistic nutritionist. That's why people call me Dr. Troy. And my life kind of shifted in 2020, as I have spent most of my adult life, at least for the past 21 years, talking to people about healthy eating, getting healthy. You got to take care of your body, yada, 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 yada. And you know, folks, most people just are not listening to me, okay? They just don't listen. And so, but that's okay. You know, I can kind of push ahead. But anywho, I'm a rogue nutritionist because in October 2020, I was introduced to the world of cryptocurrency through an easy membership program. Didn't have to learn anything, didn't have to do anything, just get my membership, and voila, I started earning. Got very excited about it, not at first, because at first I said, this is too good to be true, just gonna keep it to myself. So I just didn't talk about it. Started talking about it last year in February, and truth of the matter is, in all of my many, many years of being on this green planet, I've never had such a year of financial abundance as I did just by telling people, hey, here's an easy membership. So I went rogue. I'm like, eat what you want, eat all the potato chips, popcorn, candy coated snacks. I'm done with trying to get the world healthy. I've written 4 books on it. I'm just done. I just moved literally like a month ago. And if you saw my library, I'm looking at some of my books that'll get on my bookshelf this afternoon. Your Miracle Brain, Digestive Wellness. I'm looking at the topics of my books. I'm ready to just throw them all out and say, I'm just going to talk about cryptocurrency for the rest of my life because it's so much fun. And all of those health products that I've been referring people to, guess what, folks? They now can afford them. So anyway, that's what I do now. I just talk to people about, look, I am stress-free. I'm not stressing with clients, no more intake forms. I'm just not doing anything but having a good time. Still drinking lots of water. Want to give a shout out to Maria Donnelly. I did meet with her last month as a result of this meeting, and she is teaching me how to breathe. So much fun, folks. So I'm just smiling. That's all I can say. Everybody I know is smiling. So I'm having fun. Started having fun last year. It was because of this little membership that we were able to move back into the DMV. For those of you who are in this area, you know this is an expensive place to live. We thought we retired to Delaware. The air did not agree with me there, so I had to come back. And thank God that this afforded us to just say, hey, let's just go buy a house. So anywho, that's my story. My new moniker is that healthy crypto chick. That is me. Yes, I want to get you healthy, but since you're not listening, I'll talk to you about crypto. Goodbye. I'm having fun in 2022. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, not changing. Ta-da!
Troy, I love it. I love it.
It's all true.
You know what? We so resonate because yeah, it's like, you want to scream it to the rooftops, like get healthy and all, you've got this one life, but it's whether people are going to listen or not. And, you can take a horse to water kind of thing, but I so resonate and I am so happy for you. I know what's happening with you. Y'all should just have a chat with Troy. It's interesting. Rick and I have talked to her, and we have our membership. It's an investment. I don't know. I'm not going to say what it. Let her explain it to you.
It's just fun. Easy and fun.
Yeah, it's something that we've already seen grow. So that's exciting. And yeah, I would just encourage people to get the information because it's interesting, it's different, and yeah, I'm so happy for you, Troy, honestly. And
so am I. I'm just giggling all the time now. That's all I can say.
Well, that's the thing,
no
but you
stress
have to
with clients.
remember, yeah, and it's a good thing, but you do have a lot of. I mean, I've always known you as a nutritional expert and someone who knows that stuff.
Yeah.
So you do have a lot of knowledge. Don't throw it all away because people, even if they're gonna, you gotta be able to be around to spend all that.
For sure, for sure. And I mean, maybe someday I'll start speaking about it again. Because guys, like my first book I wrote over 10 years ago called Eat Yourself Slim and Never Diet Again. And I was reviewing that book because I was updating it. And all the principles still apply, and everything that I've taught for the past 20 years, it's all still applies. But again, it's just getting people to listen. And it sometimes is frustrating when you have clients and you turn into their therapists rather than their nutritionists, because all of a sudden you thought you were going to talk about food and you're talking about their love life. I'm like, hold it, stop. That's not why I'm here. So I have been that life coach. I turned into a life coach, not because I wanted to, but because people were just treating me like that. But anyway, folks, I'm just having fun right now. And it is exciting. And here's the thing. Some people have said, Troy, you're off of your mission. God has anointed you with this nutrition information and this passion for nutrition. And that's true. I'm not going to say that that's no longer there. That's absolutely true. But my core mission in life, and I think I shared this the last time, is I have a mission statement that I created a couple of decades ago. And it says, my mission in life is to love the Lord my God with all my heart, soul, and mind, as evidenced by a reputation of integrity and a life of service to others. And I feel like I'm still in line with my mission because the service that I'm providing, it's not really service. I'm just saying, check out this membership, is changing people's lives financially, and it's helping them to afford organic produce, to afford some of the supplements, to afford massages, and just to kind of take that financial stress off. And we all know that financial stress can be a source of ill health. So I'm still lined up with my mission, but I'm going rogue.
No, I mean, honestly, you're totally in line with our Wealth Through Wellness is based on that. You can be as healthy as you want to be, but if you're stressed financially and all, it's still not a healthy place to be.
No fun.
Yeah, so I'm so excited for you, and thank you so much for sharing that. And yeah, we're with you, so we get it. So we're excited too. So.
Blessings.
Awesome, that's so exciting. And just Troy and Maria, you go next. Maria Donnelly, because Rick and I have also had a class with Maria. We've got more, and we're so excited to also learn how it's amazing what breathing the right way can do for just how you're feeling and how you're sleeping and how you're your energy levels, and it just works so in line with, living a good life. So Maria, let's hear from you.
Happy New Year, everyone. So yeah, I am a Buteyko clinic practitioner. Buteyko is a specific type of breathing method. It is designed to retrain one's breathing habits so that you're breathing correctly 24/7. Versus a breathing technique that you do in the moment to relieve stress or anxiety that lasts only for a short period of time. So when you retrain your breathing habits 24/7, you're oxygenating your cells 24/7. And what that means is your body actually starts to heal itself the way it was designed and created to do it by itself, as well as you find that you are less stressed. And if you hit a stressor, you're able to respond in a much calmer manner. Your sleep improves, your exercise improves, your stamina, focus, and concentration improve. But like Dr. Troy said, I'm thinking, maybe I should look into this crypto stuff, because when working with clients, it does require the client to do the work. And I get a lot of clients who are very excited, and then they don't practice at home, and you know, and you're wanting to help them, but they don't want to help themselves. So I think, Dr. Troy, you know, you can still do nutrition, because now you get to pick and choose the clients that you work with. You don't have to, you know, it's not your sole income. So you're not feeling stressed that you want to serve people, but you also have to make money, you know? And so you can pick and choose it now and actually work with clients who want to be with you and who are really putting in the work. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun for you. But anyway, so that's what I do. I help people with their breathing habits. I have seen people improve their blood pressure, heal in chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, chronic headaches, all kinds of things that they didn't even know were related to dysfunctional breathing. And something about me, I'm from Western New York, upstate New York, Rochester area, on one of the Finger Lakes in a small town. Grew up in the snow, and I live here now in Virginia, and I hate the snow. I prefer the sun and the beach and the warm, and I mean, it's pretty, but that's about it for me.
Awesome. Thanks, Maria. Yeah, so true. Always in a good space when you can work with people who want it as badly as you want it for them, right? We always also face that in a big way. Rick, you want to go next, honey? You're shaking your head no?
I don't want to go after those two, man. They were great. How can I go after Troy? That was awesome. Hey, listen, Happy New Year, everybody. And I'll start here with something personal. You know, this was a tough time for me going through the holiday period. I don't know if any of you experienced that, but, you know, we're kind of changing our lifestyle. We've made big moves, and, you know, kids are grown, and, you know, used to having kids in the home and Christmas and all that type of stuff. And so it was kind of tough. I took a break off of social media for a while, and also mental health. I think mental health is something that's not talked about enough in terms of how and what people go through and the overwhelm that people can experience. And I think one of the things too is I kind of let things go as well nutritionally, which was fun in a way as well. Tasha knows, some of you know, I'm a sweets guy, so turn to some of my favorite sweets. You know, Trader Joe's has some great stuff, guys. The high quality sweets are better for you. So if you're going to go and indulge, you should. So, you know, the Swimmers are phenomenal if you like gummies, and so are the, what do they call, babe? The cookies and Brookies. The Brookies are phenomenal. But if you have too many of them, you know, they can put on some pounds. So what I experienced and what I love about what we do, and I'm so leaning into, you know, what we do through Wellness in terms of, you know, teaching, training, and coaching people and showing them how to physically and financially up-level their health and well-being. What I found is as I was overwhelmed, I really was so in touch with my body during that time period that I felt like I knew when I tipped the scales of going a little too far. And I've never really felt that before, been that empowered physically to where I thought that, wow, that's pretty amazing, because we all dealt with overwhelm. We deal with it all the time in business, with kids, with relationships. Just think about the last time you were overwhelmed, right? It feels like, wow, it's out of control. But the good thing is, and, you know, from a spiritual, being a man of faith too, you can always kind of like put yourself down and say, hey, everything's going to be okay if I just focus on the right thing, but also from learning the strategies and techniques that we have through this elimination reset shred, which we started a brand new one yesterday, is the fundamentals of what nutrition can do for our bodies and how we can really respond in an incredible way if things are done right. I often quote Da Vinci as, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And what we do is provide a very simple solution that people can drive for a lifetime. And I believe that people deserve to have the information, at least to take a look and see what's possible for themselves physically. So what we do is really show people that avenue through strategies and techniques that are not necessarily mainstream. And if we look at what mainstream is doing to us, it's not really helping a lot of people. In fact, if just a statistic, and I may have quoted this before, but all of us as adults are walking around with 500 to 800, chemicals in our body. 80 to 90% of them haven't been tested to know what they're going to react to us, and some of them we do know, how they respond to us, like Teflon and Scotch Guard and jet fuel, things of that nature. And what's beautiful about what we do is we show people and direct them to information that can really have an impact on their life. As Troy said, it's about liberating people in a way to just present information such that they can make an informed decision about how they can show up better. So I just love what we do through Well Through Wellness, and looking forward to 2022. And we got a lot on the plate. So, and some of the men here, we're going to be doing some men's calls. So I may call on you to at least advance the information out to other men in your network so that you can at least show them that there is a way for people to be in as much control as possible in this crazy world that we live in as far as nutrition. That's me, baby. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thanks for that. And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Rick was sharing about, the personal side of like just life being different and, empty. This Christmas, not only did we not have the kids with us, but one of our kids, our son had COVID. So it was just like crazy. And for me as a mama bear, it was like, okay, the first time my son is sick and I can't be near him, so that was like, so there was some definite, like, whew, but Rick and I were able to hold each other through it. So it was good. And it's all growth processes, right? So just kind of lean into that and go to the next thing, So I want to welcome Diane Yates. Diane, this is your first time, and I see you've been on for a minute, so you probably kind of get the gist of how we share.
Yes.
And welcome. Maria's told me you were coming. We're excited you're here.
Thanks.
So
and
please share.
For letting me know about this. I'm very excited. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to talk about, but
so let me guide you a bit. Like, just you can talk about your business. We don't do any timers and all, but we just say, share for a couple of minutes and just be respectful. But just some, your business, if you want to share, what you love about it, and also something personal, because it's about building relationships here. So that's it in a nutshell.
All right, great. I have a background in the performing arts, and so several of my businesses have been centered in the performing arts. And now I am writing music and doing voiceover for people. I guess it's been a progression of from dance and performance to acting and playing music to doing what I am now, which is originating the artistic product. It's interesting. I love it. It's very natural. I am working with a coach for just getting the business going and started. And I have voice samples on my new website that I am excited to premiere whenever I learn the software for editing the music. So to get to to being able to launch the website and my Facebook page, I need to be able to work the software for editing the music. And if you know anything about those softwares, they can be very complicated. So that's where my time is being spent. The music writing is wonderful because I share that joy with 5 very talented women. We play together in an West African drumming ensemble, as well as have a more contemporary sound in music that we are writing. And it's very socially geared. It's meant to uplift people. It's meant to call attention to things which we sometimes forget. But we're not talking about eating yet. Since I've heard so many people talk about eating, maybe we'll write a song about that, right? So it's a great life. I am semi-retired and I work a few days a week for my best girlfriend. We've been friends for 65 years. Since kindergarten, our mothers were friends. And so now I work for her 2 days a week. But the rest of my time is spent making art. And so I'm trying to create a network of people who know what I do, understand what I do, like what I do, and are willing to tell other people about it, which is why I think Maria told me about this group. So that's it.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. And that is great because this is really that kind of platform. So we're excited to learn more about you, Diane. I don't know how you could know anyone for 65 years because you don't look it.
She's the only one I've known for that long.
Well,
but you know, it's
wow. Must have been in a past life too, because
yeah, we're like that.
You look very young.
I retired from organizational development, and I thought, oh my God, I'm retired now. I can write all the music I want. I can market myself. I can do it. And she goes, can you come work at the office for like 3 days a week? I'm like, dang. And I couldn't say no. I had to say yes because she's my best friend. So I've been there for 8 years now. There's no going back. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Well, I'm super excited. And please put your information in the chat so we can all get in touch with you. And you guys, before the meeting's over, before you leave, please hit those 3 little dots to save the chat so you have everybody's information so everybody can reach each other. And like I said, I encourage one-on-one. So Diane will be, we'll get in touch and chat a little bit more and dive deeper. But that's so awesome. I'm really happy that you're here. And I love it when people are doing, cool, different things. So that's wonderful. And, our eldest daughter's in performing arts as well. So she's a dancer. Yeah. Or was. Now she's a beekeeper and a farmer, but it all started off that way. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna go next to Pam Feinstein because Pam, you're very involved with the arts and so forth. So
Okay.
I'll let you take it away.
All right. Glad to see everybody. There's a bunch of new faces here, an interesting group of people, I must say. And it is interesting when you're talking, please say where you're from, because I know we used to have, it was mostly the DMV area, but I know now that you guys are kind of scattered. Everybody's coming in from different places. So just let us know where you are. I'm in the DMV area. I live in Chevy Chase, and I'm really involved with a lot of nonprofits. After I left a career in nursing and human resources, when I retired, I started doing a lot of work with different nonprofits, the main one being A Wider Circle, which is in Silver Spring and also has a presence in DC and serves the entire community. And we help people get up and out of poverty. If you don't know about us, be happy to tell you all kinds of stuff, but I put the website in the chat, so it's there. But I help them a lot, raise money and work on projects and do a lot of hands-on things as well, and try to get everybody I know involved in whatever way they can. Also do work with a giving circle. I don't know if any of you are in giving circles, but there's giving circles all over the country of small groups of women who come together, pool their money, and give out grants of various sizes to local nonprofits and communities to help make the communities better. I'm in one called Giving Together, and we now have supported over the past 10, 12 years, 22 different grants, nonprofits in the Washington area, and I help coordinate community service projects at those different nonprofits, including a wider circle and several others. So if anybody needs to know about different nonprofits in the area, I've got a lot of connections there. Also do a lot of work with Roundhouse Theater. I'm on a committee there, and we try to get connect with people and get, bring in, people to see the plays, support the theater and those kinds of things. And I think it's great. In fact, we're going to a play next week called Nine Nights. I think it's based on Jamaican. I guess in Jamaica, there's 9 nights of mourning after someone passes away. And that's what the play's about. And that starts next week or this week, maybe. Anyway, on a personal note, my kids also had COVID over the holidays. They went to a wedding and got it. And so we spent our holiday, they live in the DC area, but we ended up delivering things to them. So we were their Uber drivers, bringing them medications. We took them dinner on Christmas Eve and Christmas, dropped off gifts. And so they were in the same community, but not together this year. So it was very strange, but at least nobody was traveling. But so be careful of the COVID. We didn't get it, but we're also always looking for more home tests because those are on short supply, and that became an issue when they were trying to test, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, that's the main thing. And if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to chat one-on-one or however you'd like to get together. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pam. You have got so many great connections there, and please put everything in the chat so people can get that. But Pam, our eldest daughter, the one who's in performing arts, Pam got her into the Roundhouse Theater to work for a while, which was just awesome. And she loved it. It was a great experience.
It was Arena.
Oh, that's right. It was Arena stage. Yeah, but you've just connected all over.
I know.
I was thinking that because I remember Roundhouse is in Bethesda and Arena was, yes, exactly.
We have connections at Arena too. My husband's been on the board there. So yeah, also
Awesome.
great.
That's great. Okay, Sue, I know you gotta go soon, so I want to make sure to get you.
I do, thank you. I have just a few minutes left, and it was a perfect segue. She mentioned Uber, which everyone knows about. Anyone heard of Grubhub?
Yep.
Right. What's it? All the gig, they call it the gig economy. Well, Loopy Laundry is based on that for laundry. So I just talked to someone in Seattle today that's a Airbnb owner. He's got 5 units and does about 25 to 35 turnovers per month. He's fired his property management company and is looking for a new laundry provider. So we come in, we have 2 bags, but everything's a flat rate. So here's a Loopy standard bag. And then on the commercial side, or for your bedding, we have a big, large bag. Those are flat rates. We don't charge by the pound. Every place you talk to that does delivery charges by the pound or has service fees for more than 24-hour turnaround. Our standard is 24 hours. We do same day with a little bit more, but we help both commercial and residential people. And it's especially people with COVID, the elderly, people that just had babies. We really can be of service to help people out. This other guy in DC called me today. I'm here in Alexandria, Virginia, by the way. And I met Rick, originally reached out to me on LinkedIn a couple of years ago. So I'm back in my house after 10 years, 14 moves in 3 states. So that's a personal side thrown in. And I just started with Loopy at the middle of October. And I just took over the entire operations for the last 4 weeks for all of DC because the guy they had from Seattle was here to launch it. So I'm looking to come in Northern Virginia and Maryland, looking for washers and drivers. What I love about Loopy is we have laundromats, and then we actually pay people that love laundry to do the laundry of the people that don't. So we're actually empowering people to have jobs. I have a guy that was in jail for 15 years. He's a washer and a driver for us in DC. He knows the city like anyone else, or better than anyone. He's lived on the streets his whole life. we're now giving him a job to be proud of, and he's getting paid more money to, he has disabilities, so it's very difficult for him to be on his feet a lot. But, doing the laundry of other people is helping them out. I have a woman that has 2 kids, a 9-month-old and a 3-year-old, and just diagnosed with breast cancer. We're doing all of her laundry. She just doesn't have the energy. So we're here to help out. Our mission statement is to empower others through laundry, and everybody has it. You either love it or hate it, and we can do both to help out. So if you know any people that want to work part-time, and if you know any OCD groups where I could go find those people that love to fold in very particular manners, I'd love to give you guys a job to do on your own time, especially people working from home. That's why this is so valid. It's either you need our service or we can drop it off. We supply all the laundry detergent, and we do training, and we have an app for the drivers, just like Uber, and we're hoping to build it out. So they're also looking for investors. This is the last month that anybody can get in for 50,000 or less. After that, they're moving up to 100,000, but they have angel investors. We're going from 6 cities right now to 25 by the end of 22 is their goal. So that's it. And I have our operations call in just a few minutes I need to get ready for. So it was great to meet all of you. I wrote down some names. I'd love to do one-on-ones. Anybody, please reach out to me. I want to help out in any area that I can. And thankfully, we're going to be national. So if you know people in Atlanta, San Diego, Dallas, Chicago, Denver, Portland, Seattle, and Austin is where we're located right now.
I was just thinking you may be able to tap into, there are a bunch of nonprofits, and maybe I'll get backed up on this, where they have folks who are either physically or mentally challenged to, do that type of laborious work and love it. And it gives them something to do. And also the reward of getting paid would be great. Yep. So
yeah,
it might be something you want to look into.
$15 to $20 an hour. I mean, that's the beauty of it, is I did 2 bags here. Unfortunately, it was fitted sheets, which might have taken me a little bit longer than an hour, but I got $40 for less than an hour's worth of work while I watched TV and folded laundry. We will take people through the training. So any ideas like that, please reach out to me. I'd love to build out this and make it a great thing for everybody.
Yeah, I can't think of the names of them, but these are folks who are definitely workable. They work. I mean, they're there, and they have the capability of being present to do different tasks. So you may want to look in some of those nonprofits, because that'd be great.
Yep. And we'd love to support families too. And we love to give back to the community as well. I know we didn't do it in time before Christmas, but I'm one of the, I feel like one of the only adults in the company right now, because it's a lot of kids that have very good ideas. And so now with a little bit of adult supervision, we're coming up with all kinds of ideas they haven't thought of. So any help I can get, I told them the power of networking. They're now going to see how much I can take it with just the people that I know. So
I'd be happy to talk with you.
Yeah,
I'll be sure I get your name here.
Yeah, my stuff's, it's sue.boyer@loopy.io. Please reach out to me. This is what I love, networking, and I'm back home finally, so it's nice to be back.
Sounds great, Sue. Thanks so much. Yeah, Rick does the laundry around here. I call him the Dobie, because in my country,
well, we give the gift of laundry too. So if you refer commercial clients, you can earn free laundry. This guy that owns all these bed and breakfasts, I said, I can't get to the owners of Airbnbs. You can't reach out to them. But he said, there's Facebook groups. And I said, if you send us referrals, we will actually give you free bags of laundry. And the guy that has a broken machine right now and paying for all his tenants, plus Airbnb can offer that for their people that stay there. I would want to stay at a place that did my laundry for free, while I was renting stuff out. So lots of ideas, but I got to run and get more info on DC.
Thanks for coming. See you next time. All the best.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Great. Maria, Horse and People, how are you?
Good, recovering from a busy morning shoveling out of the snow. So I am Maria Alessandri. I run the Horse and People Project. I am currently doing private sessions. I will focus back on the group sessions in the spring and summer when it's safe to stand outside. Right now it's too cold. An hour we can do, but more than that, it just gets too cold for a big group. So I'm focusing on the private. It's not about riding. I've said before, I'll say it again, because people I think they hear horse and then they can't really hear anything else. That's all they hear. And they think they're going to come and get on a horse. And it's absolutely not. There's no riding involved. It is working with a horse that's loose in a round pen. And it's more energy work and setting boundaries and things like that. So to continue what I've been doing to help explain is I give little stories. So last week I was working with a lady and we were working on assertiveness versus aggression. So aggression is fear-based. Aggression is not a good way to teach. It's not a good way to be a leader. When if you've gone to that aggressive side, the horse shuts down. They'll do it because they're terrified of you, but it's not really going to teach anything long-term. And it's the same in management. It's the same with people. You know, aggression is just not a good learning. It's not a good teaching tool. Assertiveness, however, yes, good. You need to be assertive with the horse. You need to be assertive with people. You need to set your boundaries. She thinks of assertiveness as being mean. So she was worried that when she was directing the horse to stay out of her space, she was saying her boundary, that it was mean. And I said, but look at him. Does he look upset? She said, no. I said, so why do you think that's mean? Like, we just worried too much about the other getting offended, like if we set a boundary. And it's really not. Like, we need to get over that. So we just ran through a lot of exercises, and she still at the end of the session was like, but I feel like I was mean to him. And I said, okay, then call him in, pet him, love on him, almost like this feeling of clean the blackboard, like wipe it all off and just be like, oh, yay, that was great. And then we walk out of here and everybody's happy. Like, don't carry it with you, because he's not. You can see the horse is not taking it with him. So stop carrying that. Stop thinking that feeling. He knows your intent, and your intent was not to be mean. Your intent was to say, no, you're too close to me. I want you to back up, or I want you to give me your leg, or whatever little exercise we were working on. So I think that was good food for thought. Like, assertiveness is not mean. It's clear. It's just clear. Don't be ambiguous. Just be assertive. And it was a really great session.
That's awesome, Maria. And so relatable, right? Like, just everything you said. I mean, just for me just now, I mean, I was totally just thinking about me and Rick, like aggressiveness, he shuts down, And then if I'm nice and I'm petting him and loving on him and everything, then he's listening to me again. So
and sometimes the reason we get too aggressive, we go from 0 to 100 a little too quickly. Like, maybe there were so many stops in between that we didn't catch, that we let it go, that we didn't say no, that we didn't, set the boundaries, set the expectation. We kind of let it all go because we didn't want to offend, or we didn't want to say no when we should have. We didn't want to correct when we should have, just to not be offensive or mean or whatever we tend to think of that. So we kind of let it go for too long, and then we explode. And then that doesn't help anybody.
totally, for sure, the build up and then keeping it all in. Yep, that's totally such great tools. And I mean, you guys, Rick and I have, done the Horse and People. We've been there with Maria and seen how she does this, and it's absolutely amazing. I really recommend it. So definitely check it out. So, okay, Blaze. Hi, Blaze.
Happy New Year, everybody. Blaze Nealon, the cycling advisor. Most of you know me. What I do, my passion is educate small business owners, families, and individuals on what's the best health coverage solution for them in their states. I'm licensed in 12 states now, pretty much down the East Coast. I'm all the way out in Colorado, Texas, Wisconsin, some new places that I'm in. So, busy with that. It was open enrollment, but I'm busy all year round, and I help clients all year round, even outside of open enrollment. Even if I don't sell them something, I'm passionate about helping people with the right solution. What's new with me? Sold my house at 32 years in the last month, all done. My goal was to get sold by the end of the year, so I did that. Sold my car, went and got a new car. Life is good. Thinking about new things for the new year, what I want to do differently. work out in my total gym, do some more yoga, some meditation daily, which I've been doing. I'm with you on the, whatever you call it, that new stuff, but just getting into a better routine. I think we all can find something to help us put ourselves in a better place emotionally, physically, eating habit wise, whatever that is for you. What else is going on? I had a really interesting Thanksgiving and Christmas. I spent most of it in Northampton, Massachusetts with my partner. Her dad was in the hospital for 6 weeks. He's out of the hospital. He's in therapy now. But I had Thanksgiving with my partner and her brother. That was it. Christmas, same thing. So it was very strange, not with family, not with even her family, because they're in the hospital and people are off with COVID and everything else. I have a brother, his wife and son, they all got COVID over the holidays in Pennsylvania. So I'm going to call him after this meeting, see how they're doing. And I'm getting ready to hop in the car. I missed my son. He came to Maryland. I haven't seen in 2 years when I was in Massachusetts. So I think I'm going to head to Georgia maybe next week and go see my son finally. So life is good.
Awesome, Blaze. I love those ideas. So you got to stick around once we're finished with intros so you can help me.
One last thing. Diane, Miss Yates, connect with me. My son is a recording engineer and he might be able to help you with some voiceover, sound, and all that. He's got his own studio. He travels around the country doing events. He does everything from lighting, sound, building stages, and he's about 3 years out of recording engineer college.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Jayati, welcome. It's nice to see you first time. I hope you kind of got the gist of it. Just share with us for a couple of minutes. But Jayati came to us via Beth Harbinson of Sobar. And she
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now. Welcome.
Hi. My name is Jayati Sarkar. I'm originally from India, and I was a preschool teacher for last 12 years. I love kids and I love to spend time with them. I have been doing that for my life, even in India, and then after I came to this country. And then my parents passed away in 2017. And since then, and my another passion is I love to cook. So when my parents passed away in India, they were sick and I had to travel there 5 times within a year and took care of them. But when everything ended up there, I came back and I thought I should do something. Then I started making chutneys, selling them to my friends and neighbors, just word of mouth, and donate the entire money to the hospital, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. By saying that the entire money, I spent on materials, I spend my time, and what else? And whatever, every penny that I get, I donate to the hospital. So last year, I couldn't do much because of the COVID and all these. I host shows in local crafts, fairs and places like that. Last year, as with the COVID situation, I couldn't do much. But this year, just with the word of mouth, and I could do only 2 shows. I could donate more than $4,060 to the hospital. So that's me. And Beth, I met Beth. She loves my chutneys and relishes and whatever I make. I keep experimenting and she loves everything. And that's how I got your connections. So that's what I've been doing, and I will keep doing it as long as I can. I really want to extend it a little bit, but since it's only one-man show, it's just me, from buying fruits from the grocery to putting it in the jar and delivering it to the friends or mailing it to the friends out of state. So I could just do little this much. And I really want to develop and I'm totally like not very good with technology. So I need somebody's help to like develop my website and things like that. So that's about it. And I'll be really indebted if anybody can help me like with like what should I do to raise more money for the hospital. So that's about it. And on my personal note, I feel fortunate that I have food on my plate, I have health insurance, and I have a roof on top of me. That I really feel fortunate. I have only one daughter. She is in DC working with advisory board. She just graduated like 2020 from Georgetown, and she's working. And my husband holds a good job. He's an engineer. So, and I spend my time like cooking and volunteering here and there. Cooking is my best thing. Like it's a stress therapy and whatever you say. I love to cook and try different recipes, experiment with recipes, and that's what I do.
That's amazing, Jayati. I mean, as you know, I'm from India as well. I enjoy cooking too, but I'm sure you're on a much different level than me.
No.
But yeah, I'm excited to try your chutneys and all because we do chutneys, we do all
You know
that.
my website, right?
Yes, and please put it in the chat so everybody has it as well.
How do I put it?
Okay, if not, I will share it with everyone because I'm going to share my friend's
It's Jay's
link.
Condiments. It's jayscondiments.com.
Okay, Jay, right?
Jays
condiments.com.
It's all one word.
Awesome.
And I'm sure you'll love my chutneys.
I'm sure.
And it's 100% like I don't use any artificial preservative or color or anything. And for my relishes, if it's sugar-free, it's sugar-free. No Splenda, no nothing. It's just natural. Everything is natural.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And yes, definitely. I'm sure there are people within our network and our community that can help you in other ways, whether social media or technology or any of that. So
like this holiday, like it went boom like this. People made gifts and all this, and I got
we're a very strong platform that believes in uplifting the small business owner, the entrepreneur, the people who are just passion driven, heart driven people. So that's what this is really all about.
Yeah,
so
that's why
we're in the right place.
Yeah, Beth.
In the right place. Awesome. So happy to have you.
Thank you.
Cicely Anthony, first time here as well.
Hey,
I saw you come in early, but then I guess you had something come up, but good thing.
I had to take a call. I am so sorry.
No worries at all. We've got a couple of minutes. Please share with us. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. I was kind of just listening to what everybody was talking about today. So I guess you're giving like a background about your business and what you do.
Just a little bit about your business, a little bit something personal, and then that's pretty much it. Yeah, just to start, and then keep coming back and building the relationships. That's kind of what we're about.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. Just been enjoying listening, and I just looked up your website, Jayati, so it's really nice. So I have aspirations to do something in the same realm. So I'll definitely connect with you. I'm a retired chef, so I went to school to be a chef in the 90s. I went to the CIA. So I stopped working in the industry in 2013 because I wanted to take care of my daughter. I enjoy working from home so that I can, be a mom to my kid. What I do now is I teach finance and economics, and that kind of led me into coaching people on how to manage their money properly. So I'm licensed in the financial industry to do investments for people like mutual funds and Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs, 401ks, 529 plans, emergency funds, help them get out of debt because a lot of Americans are in debt. Not enough people have money in the bank for retirement. So they kind of get to, I have a client who's exactly 59 and a half, and she realized that she didn't have enough money to retire. So she's going to have to stay working for quite some time. So I do that, and I help people protect their income. I'm trying to cancel GoFundMe, because a lot of people, when they don't have money to bury a loved one, they go on GoFundMe and try to raise them the money to do so. So that's what I do. I enjoy what I do. I'm passionate about it. I have a really big team of people who follow my lead for whatever reason. And that's who I was talking to. I logged in, and then one of them called, and I had to log back out. So that's it. That's it about me. And I appreciate being a part of this group very much.
Cece, thanks so much. You guys, Rick and I met Cece over Zoom the first time a couple of days ago, last Thursday, actually. She was a referral from a dear friend of mine of ours who we've known for many years. And Rick and I got on Zoom, and I think an hour and a half went by before we knew it. So there was just so much synergy and just ease and comfort, and she's just wonderful, and her story's great. She's you're from the DC, the DMV area, right?
We did. We lived in Virginia for a long time, but now we're in Florida. So I know you guys, or some of y'all, are experiencing snow right now, and I feel bad about that because I was swimming outside the other day. I feel really bad. But anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Oh, and I'm hungry a little bit because I am doing this wonderful, I don't want to call it a diet, but it's not a diet, but I'm a little hungry today, but I'm getting my life together. I'm wrapping my mind around doing this program.
Cece, you shouldn't be hungry. You're supposed to be eating like a queen. There's no calorie control. There's no portion control.
I need somebody to go downstairs and cook that. I have some grass-fed beef downstairs in this ghee. I need somebody to go cook it for me so I can keep working.
Be in the WhatsApp group and listen to the coaches, and don't be hungry.
I do have my incubated shake, so I'm okay.
Wonderful. We're so happy to have you, and I'm looking forward to you being with us some more. So guys, I'm going to switch tones here, and I want you guys, this is a discussion, I want you guys to be a part of it, to just kind of set us up. I put a couple of slides together because, you know, things come to my head, and then Rick calls me the squirrel, because, you know, I'll just you know, forget what I'm saying or whatever. So, or I'll go off onto another subject, kind of like what I'm doing now. But this kind of keeps me focused. There is a lot to be adjusted, you know, listening to Blaze, listening to Rick, listening to Jason. I mean, just all of us a little bit. I think the common tone is just life is different, and things, you know, adjusting to it, and how we keep our joy, and what we're doing, and just how we stay present and positive and in a good space. And I know one of those things for me is coming here and being with you guys twice a month, because that's just such a gift. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, my computer is a little bit slow. So let me share my screen. Can you guys see it? Is it blank?
It's blank.
Okay, so it's coming though, right? Uh-oh. All right, okay, here we go. Awesome. So I just put together, so first of all, I just love this. Oh, it's saying no, not responding. So I'm good. This technology is amazing, isn't it? So hold on. Hopefully it's gonna. There we go. Are you guys seeing it? Coming. Okay, so I really love this graphic that's kind of all over the place of 2022, because, you know, and those of you who know me love a heart. That's just, for me, something that just speaks a lot to me. It's a symbol that's just really important. So I love this one. And just to talk a little bit about, you know, the new year and things. And you guys know, right? Like in the new year, it's always kind of, well, it's the new year and we're making resolutions. And I just find that resolutions, I don't know if they're always so, I'm trying to get it so I can see everybody. Yeah. If the resolutions are all, because they tend to be so hypey and, you know, I want to do this for the New Year's and stuff. So I thought maybe let's just talk about what we can do that's a little different. So I love this. I thought this was really funny. I'm opening a gym called Resolutions. It will have exercise equipment for the first 2 weeks, and then it'll turn into a bar for the rest of the year, right? Because that's how I feel like resolutions go, right? Like people have all these great intentions and then what? So this year, I'm thinking we get rid of that word resolution and we use the word solution, okay? Let's not find a resolution or have a resolution. Let's have a solution. So what does that look like for you guys? What is it wrapped around? What is some of that, what does it evoke in your mind, okay? So I just put these little graphics up there. If you guys want to save screen and hold on to these, I mean, you know, if you have some ideas right now, I know Blaze is always thinking and talking about the next place to ride the bike to or the next place to travel to. Rick and I also. So, you know, concentrating on the bucket list. I mean, life's too short. I know that's like the most cliche thing, but it really is. And I think, who was it? Is Kobe Bryant actually, who said the biggest mistake people make is they think they have time. And so it's like, I want people to focus on that. And yes, I mean, the fun of it, you know, the fun of the things you really want to do or have to do or want to do, right? The bucket list fun. Also the get it done list, because that's part of it, right? I mean, there are things that we want to get done. Sometimes they're not like the, you know, things that we love to do, but they just, it is what it is. There is some get it done list, right? And then what most importantly, I think the gratitude list, right? I mean, guys, when we're grateful, our vibrations, you know, switches so quickly. It's amazing. And I think you all know that. So I'm not saying anything kind of new, but I love this one. Make a list of things that make you happy. Make a list of things you do every day. Compare those lists and adjust accordingly, right? And then this was cool. How to make 2022. It was from 2017. I switched it to 2022. I really think the same things apply. You know, stop doing shit that you hate. Love your body, hang out with awesome people, smash some goals, walk barefoot, share magic, share your magic. Like there's nobody on this Zoom call who isn't filled with magic. Okay, be freaking brave, flaunt your awesome, love harder, love louder, be kinder to yourself, be a nice human being. And I can't see the last one. So whoever can read that, just read it, because I can't see it because it's under the thing. And you guys, let's be smart. Like if there's one thing we've learned over the last couple of years, plan A is good. I mean, have a plan A, but plan B, maybe even a plan C, you know, just so you've got something there to fall back on. Warren Buffett, right? If you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to work till you die. So something that you can do. And of course, you know, that's what Rick and I, that's our jam. That's what we, you know, show people ways to uplift, you know, physically, financially, and be able to have something of building communities, you know, through community wellness, community income. So that's what we're all about, and we just so believe in this. So your mindset, where's your mindset? That's huge. You got to learn a new way to think before you can master a new way to be. That's the first thing that needs to shift. So I love that too. And this is something we actually did a couple of years ago, Rick and me and the kids. We got one of these jars. Everybody got a jar, and every week we put a note in there. And I know Pam Feinstein, you put it on LinkedIn the other day, and I was like, oh my God, we did that. And so I was thinking of you. I was like, this is a great thing. I wish we could do it now, but of course the kids are all over the place, and getting them to even respond to a text message is so freaking hard. So getting them to do this, we did it. I think it lasted a first couple of months or something. We still have our jars, and it was so cool because the kids wrote little things. But this is a great thing for your family or even a group. Like, honestly, we could do it at C4. Everybody just put something in a jar on the table, right? Or even if you have a team or something, it's a good thing. Pam, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that another thing, and I actually did this over New Year's weekend, was I went back through my camera and I looked at all the pictures from the last year, because I took so many pictures and there were some real highs and some real lows, but it was like you take pictures of most of the really good things. And so it was really fun to see, and I'd forgotten some of the things. So it's a fun way of also reliving the year through your camera, through your phone.
That is so true. And
Yeah.
I'm always telling Rick, like, can we just do like a date night where instead of watching like a movie, we just go through our pictures and our videos from over the years, you know? He says he likes the idea, but we haven't done it yet. So
We'll do it. Do it this weekend.
I know, right? Rick, did you hear that? Pam's spoken. Now you have to listen.
Right.
So this is a really cute idea. And then this is something Brian Lobig always says, and I love it. Outside the comfort zone is profit profits. So, you know, so many people are like the comfort zone, comfort food, comfort this, comfort that. Is it really comfortable? That comfort zone? Is that comfort food really feel comfortable after you've had it? So I just want to like redefine that comfort zone that I don't really feel is really that comfortable. But so that's something. And that's it, you guys. Like, thank you. I am ever grateful that you're in my life. Like, that is totally so here's what I want to do. I want you guys to open it up. I want to talk about this. If anything resonated with you, how you are thinking, who wants to start? We have a few minutes. Blaze?
Okay, I was gonna ask, can I have a copy? But thank you. Because there was some stuff on there that you posted that I was like, I need that for social media.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I will send them to you.
I loved all that stuff. It was all good. I love the places to see, things to do, get it done list. I think the challenge is when you have a partner trying to get you both on the same page. So I'm going to hand it to her and say, fill this out, and I'll fill out mine, and then let's compare.
That's a
Good
great
stuff.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not the same.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Yeah. That's a really good tip, for sure. Anyone else?
I think I'm gonna write a song today called "The Comfort Zone."
Yeah.
You know, it's like yeah, absolutely. Thinking about how we get really comfortable or what we define as being comfortable, and then going, oh my God, I haven't done this and I haven't accomplished that and I didn't meet those goals and I didn't, you know, instead of doing that, think about changing the comfort zone to something that inspires you to go forward and inspires you to do other things and things that are important. So I'm gonna put some music to that whole idea of comfort zone. It might sound like Coltrane, but we'll do a juxtaposition with that. Yeah.
And I just want to cry right now. Honestly, I just really feel like that is a message that is so true. It's like people, the word comfort is not comfortable. And like, if you're gonna write a song out of that, I mean, that thing needs to go to #1.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll share it once I get it done. I'll share it.
Oh,
Here.
you don't know the power, honestly. We'll get it there.
Okay.
Rick?
I wanted to,
Yeah.
Well, Diane, I just want to piggyback on what you just said. Interesting that you said that, because one of the things that I do, I have a couple of quirks. One of the things is that if a person is talking, by the time you finish your sentence, a song has popped into my head with the words you just said. I work with a naturalist, a naturopathic doctor. When I told her that, she literally put down her pen and stared at me, because she said, "Are you making up these songs?" I'm like, "No, they're real songs," but I literally have a song from what most people say. But anyway, I also write poetry, and one of the gifts I give people is a poem that's all about them. And I want to do a poem now about the comfort zone, because I think that would be awesome, because it's so true. Your comfort zone for a lot of people is making a lot of their life uncomfortable, because they need to make the change to make their life better, but it's easier just to sit. So that is totally inspirational. And I would love a copy of that PowerPoint, Tasha, because there were so many great slides in there. And I know I'm going to be posting them on social media and encouraging the team, just to think about this. And outside your comfort zone is where there's a lot of fun life. Also want to applaud, is that Cecily, for being home with your children. I quit my job years ago, and the family had a conference on me because I had all this education, but I wanted to stay home and raise my kids. So for 14 years, I was a stay-at-home mom. And that was outside my family's comfort zone in terms of why is she doing that, because they're so big on education and achievement. But I applaud you for realizing that those years are short and they go by so quickly. So you are definitely making the best use of your time, in my humble opinion. I honor you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I think all we need is somebody to do the video, and we've got a Netflix series.
Oh, we find that. We have that in this network. Absolutely. Absolutely, we have the video person. Not a problem at all. That's awesome. Yes. So we have a song coming up about the comfort zone and a poem coming up about the comfort zone. It's going to be the themes for a C4. Get out of your comfort zone. Rick?
Oh, well, I was going to say, my name was evoked quite a bit here by the leader of the mic. But just wanted to say that I do make tons of suggestions. And part of the comfort zone that we all ascribe to is these devices. And we got to move away from these devices sometimes, because that's become a comfort zone for so many people, for business, for pleasure, for so many things. However, it is definitely a big time distraction. So I would just say that sometimes when I've made some suggestions to my lovely, what my wife and moderator of this program, sometimes we're in our comfort zone of little things that we're doing because we're so wrapped up into what we want to do, right? We're all wrapped up in work, we're wrapped up in getting together, but we have to move away from some of those things that we're naturally have an affinity towards, to something a little different.
Yeah, good point. Absolutely. Totally agreed. Maria?
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to go. I do always a retreat, a self-retreat in January. I'm just going to Deep Creek Lake. I go for 2 nights. Nice. And I have a chart that I fill out for myself for the whole year, monthly, like monthly goals. And I break it down into like books that I want to read, travel, so that I can kind of in a year figure out, like in March, I'm going to be here, in May, I'm going to go there, and kind of spread out my travel through the year. I have 3 businesses that I run, so I always put goals for those businesses, exercise, spirituality. I have it all on here. This was this year's. And it's not meant, and I do it in January for the year, but then I fill in along the way, because obviously I don't know in January what's going to happen. And it's not meant to be in stone. So it's not meant to be like comfort zone that I'm putting myself, locking myself in. These are general ideas and goals. I find that when I write it down, even books, like I read all the time, but when I have books that I want to read that are more technical, I write them down here because I love then crossing it off. Once I read it, and it's almost like it makes me, when it's on paper, it's like an accountability. This is my accountability partner that I put on my wall, that I can be like, oh, good, I read that really hard book that I've been wanting to get to for years. It's written down. And so it's super fun. And then sometimes I go again quarterly, and then definitely mid-year, because then I have to review what I got done and what I want to get done. So it's super fun. And I go
That's
myself,
awesome.
and I meditate, I fast, this is like a private thing, just me.
So that's intentional. That's like putting things there, and I totally believe in that law of attraction. I've just finished this book called The Last Law of Attraction Book You'll Ever Need. And it's all about writing things down. It's all about being intentional, being grateful, and writing things down and putting it out there. Maria, would you share that calendar, that if you have it on a doc or a PDF or something, you don't have to share it here, but if you send it to me, maybe other people in the group would like to have that kind of intentional accountability thing that could be fun to put out there, and put all your intentional things you want to do for the year.
Yeah, no problem. It's nothing no problem. I can send that.
Awesome. Okay, great. Listen, guys, I know we can just keep on chatting about all this, but anybody else have anything you want to add before? I want to be respectful of your time. As always, it's so much fun to be here with you. And anything more anybody wants to add? Okay, well, thank you so much. We will be back here the third Tuesday of the month, the first and third Tuesdays of the month. Please save the chat and connect with each other, connect with me, connect with Rick. We'd love to chat, and we'll see you on the next one. Lots of love, everyone.
Great day, great week, everyone.
All the best. Happy New Year.
Much love.